Hey everyone, thanks for watching. We actually decided to split up the 30 minutes I have with Ryan, or Captain Ryan, into two segments. One, we got his story, which just completed, and I said, you know what? Let's flip the script. We don't know each other yet. Let's have him ask me some hard questions, because I promise you they will be different questions than 99% of the interviews seen on this channel. So Ryan, the show is yours.
Well, and I appreciate that. Let's start because, look, I know you don't know a lot about me and I don't know a lot about you. Just give me a real quick, brief timeline of your success in real estate in your life.
Yep. So I started in 2001. I was 30 years old. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad and realized I wasted my 20s. I made decent money, like 6 figures a year as a software salesperson, but had nothing to show for it. I started going, hey, you know, I'm not going to be a Wall Street whiz. I'm not going to create any companies, so no IPO money. But I do make a decent income when I sell a lot. So let's buy some rental properties. That was it. That was the vision. If I thought I'd get to 4, I would have a better financial future, because already at 30, I was better off than anybody in my family, right? Money was not around growing up. It was bad. So I was comfortable already at 30, but I knew I wanted more. So I rode the wave from 03 to 08. I realized that stuff was crazy expensive. I did 1031 exchanges out of houses to apartments. So I went from 8 to 80 in 12 months. Cash flowed like a monster. The crash happened. So I lost, quote unquote, net worth, but cash flow went up. So it didn't really matter. Then during the crash, I did hard money, private money, grew my portfolio from 80 to about 150, pretty much just recycling personal capital, because you go, you buy it, you fix it, you get private capital, keep going. And then I end up with about 175 as stuff bounces off the bottom. You know, I have my monthly nut covered by 2x, 2.5x every month from real cash flow, like net stuff. And I turned 45 and like I said, you know what? I'm done with this day job. Let's see what happens. So that's kind of 15 or 16 years in a 2 minutes.
So in 16 years, how many units total do you have?
We got to at the time I left with 175, and we've added about 15 since then. So call it.
Now, when you say we, do you have a partner in on these deals?
Wife, partner, significant other. Yes, just her.
So you have 175 units right now. Mm-hmm. What do you think has been the biggest stopper for you? Because I mean, a guy like you could have 10,000 units, right? Yeah. Or 3,000 units. What's been the biggest stop for you to not have 3,000 units?
The biggest thing for me probably is I have not been comfortable with the idea of pooling capital, AKA syndications. I have absolutely brought on private money, kind of single borrower or single asset stuff. I've never done a joint venture, right? So I've always had a, you know, buyer lender relationships with money sources, but I've never thought about splitting equity, you know, being a GP, having LPs, being the raise, all of that. Never ever went after that part of the business. It was always one. Well, first off, when I had a day job, it just wasn't an option, right? 80 hours a week, 3 different states or countries in a day. It wasn't practical. Why haven't I since? That's a good question, right? I've gotten comfortable. I do help a bunch of people, i.e. with this YouTube channel. But it honestly hasn't been a motivation, right? My nuts covered at 200 roughly. You know, I haven't figured out why I need 2,000 is the honest answer.
How many people are you helping right now?
Define help. Financially or emotionally, or what do you mean?
Well, on your YouTube channel, like through it. I mean, look, you're by far everybody who's preaching real estate and teaching people, because how did you start in real estate? Like what was your who taught you? What was your education?
I went to a bookstore, man. I'm old, so I went to Borders Bookstore in Stevens Creek in San Jose, and bought every book I could. I mean, if you can't see behind the sign, there's thousands of books back there.
Yeah. And I'm jumping to the bigger deals, right? Because you know, you know, one rental at a time.
Sure.
That was what was always taught to me.
Yep.
Why did you decide to go one rental versus one apartment complex at a time? Why do you teach?
Yeah, so I own apartments. So the biggest stuff I own is 18 units. So in fairness, but all of that was 1031 exchange money. I bought an 18. I bought 2 10s. Basically, where I've been limited is by my vision of what's possible and the down payment I have, because I've had the limit of, okay, well, I've got 200 grand put away or 150 or whatever it is, and go after it. So I've actually never even evaluated a deal over 50 units. I think I did look at 150 unit back in 08 or 09. But I've never even looked those up. I mean, I know they're there, but I've never looked.
Yeah. Where are you based out of?
I live in the city of Mountain View of California, between San Jose and San Francisco airports. If you don't know the Bay Area, but I invest in Fresno, California.
What's your vision over the next, what's your vision over the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
So where do I see myself? That's a good question. So what I'm trying to do right now is I have two goals. I'm trying to create stuff that helps people for 100 years after I'm dead, i.e. the book I've written was written in a way that tells a real story about what's possible. The YouTube channel is something I add content to every day. So I vision those two things outliving me by 100 years. I just bought an office building in Fresno where I'm sticking solopreneurs, wholesalers and flippers and other folks to increase deal flow and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I bought the building. I fixed it. It's my thing. So again, I'm trying to create things that last 100 years. And then I'd like to help 1,000 people become millionaires. Those are two things I have, simple goals. 100 and 1,000 are the things. I don't have a financial goal at this moment. And maybe that's a problem.
It's probably one of the biggest problems.
It could be.
I want you to set your financial target right now and share it with the world.
So just to be clear, when we say financial target, because there's a lot, is it net worth? Is it net cash flow? Just so I know which bar you want me to try to set.
Which one do you measure on a daily basis?
Oh, I look at cash flow. Cash flow pays my bills. I think net worth is fictitious.
So I think when I think of valuations and everything else, I always look at it bit like from a portfolio standpoint.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'm always looking, and then I go down to, because I agree with you, cash flow is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Out of any metrics. So what goal can we hold you to? Because look, the biggest thing in any real estate career, like people have to evolve, right?
Oh,
people
yeah, for
have
sure.
to get bigger, they have to get better. And like when I first started talking with you, like clearly your potential is not where it's at right now, right? Yeah. Like everybody knows you as being successful. I know you as being successful.
Yeah.
But I also know there's another level.
I agree.
Because if you made it this far with you and your wife and your family, what's next?
Yeah, that's a good. So I'll say right now, I'm going to look to double my cash flow, my net cash flow, which already covers everything by 2+X. I'm going to look to double that in the next 5 years. And it took me almost 20 years to build it to where it is today. So I'm going to try to double that in 5 years. So call it 2025.
So what's that number?
Let's call it 50 grand net by just what would be December 31st, 2025.
So 600 per year, 600K per year.
Yeah. Net. Yeah. Cash flow. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's going to put you to it.
Yeah, I know they are.
You're going to get text messages. They should text you. Do you have a text number that they could text you? 50K per month to see who's actually listening and paying attention?
You know what? Leave it in the comments below. I'm not giving you my number.
Well, can I give them my number and then I'll text you and I'll show it to you?
Perfect. Go ahead.
It's 305-407-0276. Text 50K, text Mike 50K, and then I'm going to share with you how many people actually responded to that. And we're going to hold you to it. I mean, look, you're Mike, I want to share this with you because I know you have to jump off. You have to keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you inspire me, you inspire other people to get into real estate. Real estate has been the biggest gift from God and from the government, the two G's, right? God and the government, to actually let you, like guys like you and me, like these are the people, like we were the guys listening. Like I've listened to so many podcasts, I've read so many books, and I thought it was so out of reach. It's not.
No, it's not.
You don't have to know everything to be in that seat that you're in. You're successful. You're making 25, 30, 40 grand per month. That's what people want.
Yeah.
So I really, really appreciate you and everything you're doing, and just keep crushing it, man. You're doing an amazing job.
All right, Ryan. Well, thank you very much. I knew this was going to be uncomfortable. You successfully exceeded my expectations, and I promise you this will be posted tonight, and people are going to, what do you want them to post? Mike 50K again. What's the phone number? One more time.
So 305-407-0276, Mike 50K. And it's going to go to one of the cell phones I have on my desk right now. And I'm going to text you in the morning. I'll give you my personal cell. I'm going to text you in the morning how many I got.
All right. I look forward to it, Ryan. Thank you very much. I know you got to go. This has been a lot of fun.
Let's do it again.
You got it, brother. Take care. Travel safe.
See you, man. See you
Bye.
soon.
Yep.